T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The following program is rated TV-MA for language. We want everyone to be able to enjoy the program, but sometimes things happen, and we may say things that may be offensive to some or non-conducive to others. So in other words, shit happens. Oops.
Niggas coming.
Every week, I find myself being beyond excited that the show is starting. And every week, I find myself going, what if this is a corporate sponsor's first time watching the show from the beginning? And the first thing they hear is, niggas coming. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much a thing.
I mean, my response would be, I mean, do they want Blerds or do they want something else? Like, I don't like that's just.
I mean, I don't know if they called it. I mean, they would want Blerds, but not to know the show starts with niggas coming. Anyway, welcome to another all new episode of Blerds in the Hood, y'all. I'm your resident supervillain, Mr. Jay Washington.
Swaggy Blerd Winston A, Marshall. I mean, look, I have grandiose ideas of a new intro. I've like designed it in my head.
Well,
but
please let me fucking know.
Well, I don't have no. I just don't have the wherewithal to actually do, like, I can see it in my head.
Why don't you tell me so we can work on it together?
You also can't do it. I really need someone that is like an expert at like After Effects and all that shit, because I can describe what it looks like.
Oh,
like I have a whole.
So if I was on mushrooms, we would understand better. Is what you're saying?
It's not that. I know you don't have the skill set.
You don't know what the fuck I have.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you understand how to use After Effects or anything along those lines to like?
You don't know what YouTube can teach me.
Okay. If you would like to learn, nigga, I'm just warning you. That ain't no overnight shit. That is. I know you are a workaholic. You're a workaholic. That's a good point. You are a workaholic. Maybe I will tell you. And then if you want to do that, by all means, because it's pretty brilliant.
Listen. Anyway, thank you to everybody watching this. We go to a whole. I'm gonna tell you what's funny, real quick. We just had a whole little discussion before we went on air about us going off on tangents and trying to get the show running, and immediately went off on immediately. Thank you always. I make sure we start off each and every week by thanking everybody new that is here, everyone new that is subscribed to the channel, everybody who watched last week, everybody who's listening to the podcast feed, everybody who is listening live or whatever the case may be. I want to thank you all, and we very much do appreciate y'all. Again, it is always said that none of this could be done without you all, because we would just be talking to each other, which we can do any day of the week. So thank you so much. As always, there's a lot of things going on. We're going to be working. We had a discussion this past weekend, and we're going to be working on some things to make some changes to get things better and tighter for y'all. So, you might see some of them implemented now, but you'll see them, throughout in the course going into 2026 or whatever the case may be. My brother, anything?
No, you pretty much hit the nail on the head. Like the point for us is we always want the show to grow and get better. And so that is going to be the main thing that we're going to focus on, is how do we take this to the next level? We obviously love the neighborhood that we have crafted, but we're not just trying to be like, a cul-de-sac, bro. We're trying to be like a whole fucking district. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to have this motherfucker so big that you need someone like a Jasmine Crockett to represent it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about.
I see what you did there.
You see what I did there?
And I like it.
Yeah, not just a block party, dude. We trying to have a citywide party.
If you are watching us live and you are on YouTube, we're both on YouTube and Twitch. To everybody on YouTube in the neighborhood right now, we appreciate y'all. We see y'all over on Twitch. We will get over there. Let's see how many people we got watching on Twitch. Right now, Twitch only has one viewer, but thank you to the one viewer who is with us over there.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. We
All
really
right.
do.
All right, let me go ahead and make sure because I don't know what's what. I don't know what fucking file source we're in because I should just let him do it. If I'm gonna see what happens. Okay, so let's start this off. Mr. Winston A. Marshall.
My nigga.
A nigga moment.
Man.
My nigga.
What you been doing?
It was already actually in the thing.
It was, but that's fine. But he knew for a fact it was in the other one. I'm not gonna judge him for it. He did it. I saw it at the last. So for those that know, our guy in the chair, we had a conversation with him as well. And we were just like, look, man, as we streamline things, we're gonna hand over more power to you. So we're gonna need you to do that shit. So that's why Jay said, let's see what he does. Because Jay wanted to.
Did you see me throw my hands up? I threw my hands up.
All right, well, let's see. Let's see if my solo works. I'll let Matt try and handle that and see what happens before I start answering this question. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. There we go.
All right.
Boom. All right. Great. So what have I been doing? First of all, thank you so much to everybody that wished me happy birthday last Wednesday. It was a good time hanging with y'all. My birthday observed was Sunday. I decided to do a party then. And I just decided to keep it low key. There is a local cantina / like sports bar in my neighborhood that I walked over to, and I just told people, I said, look, I'm gonna be watching the first 2 series of games, the 10 a.m. and the 1 p.m. Change it for your own time zone. So just come through whenever. And then the Cowboys game, since it's Sunday Night Football, I don't want to stay at this bar all day. I'm gonna go walk home. Anybody can come over. And essentially from the start to the end of, what is going on? What are you doing? What are we doing?
I switched over to keep uploading assets. I
see. Okay. Well, we should be good now. So I just told people to come through. Dwayne was there the whole day, which I appreciate because Dwayne lives in Orange County. For those that don't know, Orange County to the Valley is no traffic, at least an hour and 15 minutes. With traffic, bitch could be 2 hours, 2.5. So I was really grateful that he came out. Jay came through early on because he had a busy day. Apparently a lot of holiday parties. I heard this nigga was drunk as shit for days, which I'm sure he will speak on. But it was dope having people come out, talking shit, buying drinks and stuff like that. It was not like I'm glad that I drank as much as I did because by the time the Cowboys came on, I don't even remember the game. I just remember being like, oh, we suck. But it was a good time, man. And now the main thing is just trying to get through the rest of this week because come Monday, I'm then traveling for a week for the holidays. So I'll be in Portland with my fiance and her family for the first half. And then the second half, I'll be in Dallas with my dad and my siblings and whatnot. And so I just have to be mentally prepared for like a week of being on the road. And then on top of that, even though a lot of stuff is shut down because we're coming around Christmas, there's like work I'm going to be losing out on, which sucks, including me trying to shove so much extra work in on Friday that I don't even know if I'm going to like make it. I'm like concerned that I'm going to crash out pretty hard. So I'm drinking my waters, going to the gym. I'm doing all that good stuff, man. So it's been good. Came back from an audition today. Just got a feature film audition come in 2 seconds ago, like about 30 minutes ago. So that's cool too. So I got to prep for that. But overall, I'm feeling fine, man. I'm feeling
hey,
well rested.
What's the role for the feature film?
Mover. Nigga, did you get the same one? Are you fucking kidding me? Is it? Let me ask you this because we don't need to get into anything else. Is the deadline for it Friday at 3 p.m.?
Is the first person the mover talks to Victoria?
Yep.
That's what I thought. That's what I fucking
Well,
thought.
okay.
Yep, that's what I
Mr.
fucking
Jay
thought.
Washington.
My nigga.
Nigga.
A nigga moment.
Man.
My nigga.
What you been doing?
It's got to be around. I deal with competing with this nigga again. It's crazy.
I did that. I went and bought my lotto ticket. It's at 1.3, y'all. You can spare $2. Go win you 1.3 billion.
So it's been a lot of, again, the comedy clubs have all had their holiday parties. Those have all been fun. There's been a lot of drinking, but it's also been a lot of responsible drinking this time. I've done a lot of, let me have my 1 or 2 drinks, couple shots. Let me get a couple bottles of water. Boop, 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 boop. We do some more. Let me get some more water. Boop, 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 boop. Keep it going. Bunch of auditions myself, which now I'm realizing have probably been the same fucking thing he's been auditioning for every single time, which is terrible.
It's literally been twice. This has happened twice.
No. I'm pretty sure now it is more than twice. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know about that. I literally, the one we saw each other at, and then the one we just said, but I have never.
We've actually had one we helped each other.
That was a long time ago. That was
Not
like
that
a
long.
year and a half
Not that
ago.
long. Not that long. Anyway.
I don't know.
Anyway. I've also been very heavy in the gym recently myself. And when I say heavy in the gym, a lot of powerlifting and a lot of bench pressing and weightlifting more. For those who don't know, I always say my going to the gym is secondary therapy. And I've set a couple personal records. I was on the bench last week. I got 425 up for a couple times, which I hadn't done in a while. So that felt good, getting 425 on the bench. And then on the incline bench, which, by the way, is incredibly harder.
It's way harder.
I did 335. So, and that was with no spot.
Monster.
And that was 335 with no spot. So that felt great to do. And now when I'm in the gym and I'm on the bench, everybody like, hey, can everybody just throw the weights over here? Because he's going to need them all. I'm like, hey, man, I'm good, brother. I'm good. So, yeah, man, it's been that. Just trying to get things together for the end of the year. I'm going to be here for the holidays because I can't afford to go anywhere. So I'll be at home. I'll be here by myself and probably just on the computer and stuff. Had a situation, I won't go into full detail, where my daughter's mom and I got into it, and me having to tell her, everything ain't what it seems sometimes. The career looks glamorous, but everything behind the scenes ain't always what it is. And so it was a little bit of frustration with there and just having to navigate through that, if you will. But other than that, man, I mean, just I've always been that person where I try to be, blissful for the holidays. I've even told everybody I have not even put a tree up this year. I haven't put any lights up. I just haven't been in that spirit at all. So I'm just trying to do the best that I can to maintain the best way that I can. And so keeping busy as much as I can. And, everybody's going around being around family and friends, and I totally get it. Everybody can get out and get away, and people need these reprieves and whatnot in the midst of everything that's going on. So it is what it is. I'm always like this. Me, for those who know me personally, know I'm always like, I'm a grown man. It sucks. I can whine and cry about it, but what does it matter? Who's going to care? So I keep it pushing. But I know I got y'all here. We're going to have some fun. All right, like I said, I went to the improv party last night. I was on demon. No, you can take me back off because I need to see his face when I say this. I was on demon time. I don't know what happened. Something happened where I put on one of my newer jackets that I bought for San Diego Comic-Con. Shouts out Shein. And it's amazing on me. Okay. This shit looks phenomenal. And I rocked it, and it was just like the nigga's confidence was here, and the conversation was flowing. And everybody was just like, oh my God, you've been working out a lot. And I was like, I'm doing a little something in these streets. A little something.
Oh, that's good as hell.
First of all, you were trying to be a smart ass while you did it. And your face was like, oh, okay, all right.
I wasn't trying to be as smart as I was like, ooh.
No,
the sour gummy worms have come out with new flavors, my nigga. This shit good as hell.
Jay, that asset's loaded up now if you want me to play it.
What asset?
From what we talked about this morning.
Oh no. Oh no, you can. All right, this is me at the Laugh Factory's holiday party, and it was doing the cha-cha slide with hands on your knees, and then me and my knees realized we're not gonna do this no more. My knees was like, nah, we're not doing that. Because there was a lot of tequila involved there too. So, Matt was like, we should play this on the show, and I was like, whatever. But no, I had a lot of fun. I busted out the cashmere for one party, cashmere sweater for one party. Everybody, I'm not cashmere, the cardigan. I'm sorry, I busted out the cardigan. People were like, "Oh shit, look at you!" I was like, "Yo, I do these cardigans, goddamn it!" And so, but that is what it is. Nonetheless, finding out this nigga has the exact same audition I do,
which is fair, just because you really can't help each other.
No, yeah, but there's, I don't know anybody else to ask. Nigga, yes, everybody else.
Nigga, all these people you talk about, you were just hanging out at the Comedy Store shit. You ain't got nobody else to ask.
None of them niggas know how to read.
Oh my God.
What is happening?
It's me because I was trying to get to this. I just wish all the assets could be in one place. It's not your fault, Matt, at all. It's the limitations of
so. Because this thing, there's a clip. I wish we could have found it before we get into everything. There's a video. There's a bunch of actors that have been doing like videos on TikTok and YouTube, like when you're an actor trying to get somebody to read a self-tape for you, and they be doing the most. And you like, yo, just read the words.
Yep.
I don't need you to have an accent. I don't need you to try to overinflect. I just need you to read. And so
there's a like I will say there is a certain level that you need. I personally prefer other actors to do it. If I'm in an emergency, like I will obviously ask non-actors to read it, because there is a way, like you said about not being able to read, there is a level of being able to read a script and understand what's going on that people don't necessarily always get. Like that actually sometimes feels like, are you here? Do you know where you are?
Also, there's things that only actors will get. Hey, I need you to put your head down. I need you to look a little lower. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I need you to make sure that, you're not in focus and this, that, and the third. All these different things. And so it's those little things that mean a lot. And a lot of people don't understand that. And I joke, but it's no real disrespect to anybody. But I always say I try to use you the most because I book shit with you.
It's because I am a G. That's why I'm like, I need to get more auditions, bro. If I'm out here helping other people get out here and make their lives. What the fuck my auditions?
Low key though. I've helped people who I've read with, they've booked. So I get it.
Yeah.
Like I've helped people with their self-tapes and they book it. Because again, as a working actor, you understand the scene. You understand what this character needs and to do all this. Your girl getting at you in the comments. I see. I'm gonna let our producer.
Well, that is a good point. A certain somebody did help me. They both feel attacked because Casper's like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Because they both have helped me as readers. And I will say I have booked with both of them. I have to give them both props. The feature I booked this year, that was Kristen who read. Now, mind you, I will if she wants to get the mix like this, if she wants to call it out, I gotta call some back out. That day when I did that happened to be 420. And a certain somebody was like, you're gonna have me read with you right now? It's the high holiday. What the fuck? And so I was like, it'll be quick. So she's like, it better be. You got 10 minutes, and then I'm out. So I guess she got a good performance out of me because the threat was I wasn't gonna have nobody to read with me. So
but I always tell you, it isn't like you're in Hollywood anymore.
That's true.
You're closer to me way more than you were before.
That was very last minute. That's part of
why it doesn't fucking matter.
I understand.
No, you don't. And I'm saying this for Kristen to hear, Casper to hear, and the neighborhood to hear. Yes, I am busy a lot. I understand. But maybe make a phone call or text me and be like, yo, I need help real quick. Are you available? If I am, I'm going to say yes. If not, what's the time thing we can do? Like I do with you.
Totally fair. Totally. Look, I understand that. You also, like, when I tell you last minute on 420 and they were right there.
Give a shit.
I hear you. I'm saying that's why that went down the way that it did. And to be honest with you, it was clearly meant to, because I booked it by Kristen reading it and threatening me.
In that regard, perfectly fine. In that regard, perfectly fine. However, I'm just saying.
Yep. So with all that being said, streamlabs.com/.
Are we do okay?
Yes, we're sticking to it how we have. And then once we get to the new year, we're gonna do the transition.
Matt, can you highlight that very last comment real quick that just came in? So Chris Cochran asked,
happening right now.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, we're about to announce we're going to war with Venezuela. Now, here's why. We're going to official war with Venezuela. Here's why. The Epstein files are supposed to drop on Friday, and he needs another distraction. Now, if you don't know, we've talked about it numerous times on the show, and we can go into around the neighborhood and everything. But just in case you don't know, every time something about the files comes up, he needs something for a distraction to take over the news cycle. When the files drop, we already know they're going to be redacted to shit. It might as well be one giant black Sharpie, and the only names you'll see are anybody who is Democratic or Democratic related, and then people who identify as left, progressive, Democratic, whatever, are going to be like, okay, fucking and.
Trying to see if I can pull it, because like if it's going on, then maybe.
I mean, if it's going on, we could actually.
I guess it already happened.
Oh,
so it says Trump concludes address touting accomplishments. So he already, I guess, spoke on something. I don't see specifically what it was.
Do you understand? I don't know if anybody the neighborhood gets this, and this is probably the people who are just watching this for the first time, and this is just me speaking in hyperbole. Do you understand if you feel like you need to consistently try to tout accomplishments every fucking other day, you clearly don't have them? Mm-hmm. Because who are you trying to convince? Us or yourself?
Well, it's the same old adage of like,
yeah, the fair he's not announced it, but he more than likely will. I hear what you're saying because he needs something.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, they just spent this whole time just talking about where he's at. And this poll showed Trump at an average of 39% job approval rating due to broad economic unhappiness and the U.S. ratchets up pressure on Venezuela, which, again, I said this elsewhere. I highly recommend for those of you that still rock with stuff like The Daily Show, go watch the Jon Stewart episode, not that happened this week, but the week before. He points out how, like, word for word, almost bar for bar, this is the Iraq war all over again. The way they are talking about it, the way they are defending it, the fact that they have now stated that fentanyl is a weapon of mass destruction. And the funny thing about that is that, I read another report where it was like fentanyl has only been used as a weapon like that one time by like Russians, where they aerosolized it and they ended up killing like 18 terrorists and like a couple hundred hostages or whatever it is. But it has never been happened before or after that since. So his ramblings of this is some weapon of mass destruction is fucking wild.
Hey, am I missing something? Have we forgotten that people just still do overdose regularly from regular crack and regular cocaine?
Yeah. No, I know. And that's the other thing. The fentanyl that's coming into the country is not coming from Venezuela. Like, that's
not
the thing.
At all.
That's not the thing. So no, this is, if you look at it, this is another, we want a regime change. Like Jon Stewart lines up.
Oh, that's what it was. Sorry, Chris Cochran said it. The Venezuelan War Powers Act just failed in Congress because 9 congressional members didn't show up, so he can't do it.
Oh, that's amazing. I forgot that was going to be voted on. But he's trying to do a regime change. It's for the same reasons. It's like, what's wild is that Maduro looks a lot like Saddam Hussein. So that even that Jon Stewart points out, he goes, oh shit. But it's because Venezuela has about 17% of the world's oil supply. which is like
Mhm.
3 times what we have. So this is
Mhm.
another move to go and get fucking oil and try and install people that in power that he wants in this foreign country. It is word for word, bar for bar. And again, Jon Stewart and his team do a great job of taking senators, Congress people, literally saying the same lines, Republican politicians saying the same lines they said back in 2001, 2002, 2003, all that shit, and using it with Venezuela to the point where one of them is so old, bro. This nigga said, yeah, we got to go in Iraq and stop the weapons of mass destruction. I mean, Venezuela and stop these weapons. Like it's the same fucking script, bro. And the fact that Lindsey Graham did this shit back in 2002 and he's doing the shit right now in 2025 is fucking crazy. But yeah. So all that being said, we will get into some stories. Let's go around the neighborhood. I got some good ones for y'all. The first of which, you know, this just had me kind of laughing that apparently, Jay, are you aware that Mr. Kyle Rittenhouse is apparently married? I got to ask you a question. Who his wife look like?
Some white man.
You mean this white man? I'm just throwing that out there. At
Yo, you wanted to fuck him so bad, yo, bro.
I'm just throwing that out there.
You know,
in case people don't notice. Also, Jay, I gotta ask: have you heard of the movie "The Grinch That Stole Bitches"?
Yes. So,
can I show you this trailer?
Hold please for that, because here's the thing I've heard. It was a film that was in the American Black Film Festival, and that's how it got bought. Yeah, nigga, this shit has been making the rounds.
That I mean, watch the trailer, neighborhood.
Shit, this right here, it's a naughty house. Shit, we get it, motherfucker. Need to get back to the plan. Putting in all this jingle and Christmas shit.
So what's the plan, Big G?
All right, boys, let's go get ourselves a lonely
Keep us here.
Yo.
These niggas are literally stealing bitches.
Stealing hoes!
Yes.
Girl, fuck the closets. I'm with the Grinch.
He got my bitch too. I miss
You deserve to be treated like queen, bitch. Thrown around like porn stars and shit. Don't settle for nothing less.
Thank you. Did not come to my city. Jet move in my city. Crash Christmas parties with my big dog. Colleen up in my head. No. Seen it thought about a mistletoe. She want to kiss. I'm like, hey, no.
We want our whites back. We want our whites back. Y'all some bitch ass niggas. We some
What?
bitch ass niggas on God. Yeah. No, he really a bitch, but the rest of y'all, I was just testing y'all.
You got my blessings.
Green ain't your family color anyway.
Ladies, this is our new home. Anything you need is yours. No more being ignored.
I wanna. The Grinch just stole bitches. I want to say something for the record.
Bro, we might have to do a watch along for that, bro.
Yes, we do.
I feel like that might be the move because that is fucking crazy.
I would like to say for the record, we are creative people. However, our creativity
has limitations. I don't know if I could dream that big. That was
nigga. So where the most look, if you was gonna be the Grinch, nigga, at least put the head on, put some green shit between this section right here, nigga.
What was the audition process for this like?
Hey, how you doing? You ready? You want to audition first? Because I'll audition.
You can go first. I'll do my.
What role are you auditioning for?
I was auditioning for the nigga whose bitch got stolen by the Grinch.
I'm auditioning. Hey, my name is Jay Washington. I'm here auditioning for Santa number 2. Yo, this nigga's stealing our bitches, dog. My bitch ain't made no macaroni because she with the Grinch now. Yo, where you think I'm gonna get new bitches from? It's not the season for hoes no more. Scene.
Hi, my name is Winston A. Marshall. I'm 6'2". I'm based out of Los Angeles, and I'm willing to shave. And I'm reading for the Santa that got his bitch stole. Ayo, OG, man. They done took my bitch. This some fucking bullshit, man. You know what I had to do to get her held down, bro? I had to take her to a motherfucking steakhouse and shit, nigga. I took her to Steak and Shake. She ain't need all that fancy shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, you know, then this bitch won't come to me talking about, oh, I need some jewelry. Okay, I need to be iced up. Bitch, if you don't get the ice out the motherfucking fridge, I got ice in my fridge. You don't need no other shit like that. And then this nigga gonna come in my chimney, slap the shit out of me, and take my bitch by her ass cheeks. The fuck is this, man? I'm riding on this Grinch ass nigga. Scene.
Magnificent! Magnificent! Magnificent!
Oh my god, bro! Fucking A! I cannot believe. The funny thing is Kristen just watched Infinity War for the first time, so I wonder if in the kitchen she caught the magnificent. Oh man, you want to talk about funny though? There's another Winston that might be a little bit funnier than me. This nigga Jameis Winston, not this past week, but the week before when the Giants were on bye, he went over with Fox and did a stint on their morning show and their breakdown shit, and he went and decided to do a Michael Strahan impersonation.
I got a song like this.
Got the fake gap and everything.
Yeah. Hey, yo, I believe you in my room, sir. How you doing, good brother? Huh? Hey, man, I'm just trying to get like you. How you doing? I was coming to see you, man. I'm trying to hurry up, get ready to see you. I'm coming to see you. With the guy, you got to talk like that. I got to be whatever I got to be. You've been built better. You've been built better with a gap. You know what I'm saying? You people think I don't know what y'all do? I know what you do. Thank you, brother. Right, man.
So fucking ridiculous, man. When Jameis retires from football, he's gonna have one hell of a second act, bro.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely gonna have one hell of a second act. Now, did I show you, because I know his birthday stuff is, did I show you the birthday cake mishap last week? I don't remember. No? Okay, great. If y'all need something to laugh at, this is a birthday cake gone wrong.
Mom. God damn.
Oh. They just put the plastic on top of it. They didn't do shit. From another angle, because they got it from two angles, bro.
Happy birthday to you. Well, I guess after we light it. It's more dramatic, right?
It is definitely more dramatic.
We'll start singing as you light it.
Hold the lighter. Keep the flame away until you put it on there.
Mom. And someone points out in the comments they move it from the table to an upholstered chair. Right there. Look at that.
Nigga, the sound of plates and spoons.
The cat is like, fuck this shit. You see the, wait a minute, you see the cat said, nah, fuck this shit. I'm out, bro. Bye.
You know what they remind me of? The little African girl that's in the restaurant that's getting the flambe for the first time. You will kill us. You will kill us.
I've never seen that, bro.
Oh my God, you've never seen that?
See if you can find it. I haven't seen that shit.
Matt, please find it. Please
while
find
you
it.
Look for that. I got one I got one more for us. We all know MAGA is stupid, but here's Tommy Lauren, the queen of morons, just really embarrassing herself.
I thought it was the left that wanted to defund the police, but maybe I'm just mistaken.
Well, there are people on the left who wanted to defund the police, but Donald Trump actually defunded the police.
Oh, you think so? You think
Well, did he sign the Republican budget?
Yeah, having a budget is different than wanting to defund the police because you say that they're
Well, no,
racist.
the budget is what funds the police. So if you sign a budget that cuts police funding, then you're defunding the police.
You think so?
You
think so? So you think
as someone who manages a
you
household
think
budget,
having
if
to
I
have
cut my budget on something, I have less money to do it.
Yeah.
Then I have defunded that thing.
Yeah. Well, we have to all work within a budget, but I think you'd be hard pressed to say that President Trump wants to defund the police. Again,
President Trump did defund the police.
Okay.
Billions of dollars are gone for community policing. There'll be fewer cops on the street because.
Bro, the lights are on, but nobody's home.
The grift keeps on grifting.
The lights are on, but nobody is fucking home. I swear to God.
That is insane.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Jay, I got the video you wanted.
Put it up.
All right.
Nigga, watch this.
Okay.
This is great. You might want to turn the
there's
volume.
no sound.
Sorry, this is on me because I didn't share audio since I'm using Firefox instead of Gmail.
Damn. Streamlabs.com/Blerds N The Hood /tips. Streamlabs.com/Blerds N The Hood.
I am sharing audio. What the fuck?
That's fine. Send the link in the private chat. I'll play it myself. I'll go ahead and read the first one that we got already while we're waiting for that to come through. Fred Tastic came in early with the donation. Thank you so much. Showing support from my Blerds. As a Latino, I'm still pissed off at Diego Pavia and his temper tantrum for finishing second in the Heisman race. Forget that this is the first time two Latinos finished first and second. Pendejo. You heard about this, right? So Diego Pavia, I'm not familiar with him. I didn't know about this dude.
Quarterback for Vanderbilt.
Didn't know about him until this all went down. So I'll actually read a story for it because they got a little bit of an apology. Vanderbilt quarterback Diego Pavia has apologized for his comments after finishing second behind Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza, which is like, Fred Tastic said, it's literally two Latinos that finished first and second, nigga. What the fuck? Mendoza became the first Hoosier to win the award, and the competition wasn't particularly close. The Indiana quarterback earned 2,362 points, including 643 first-place votes. Pavia was next in line with 1,435, so he wasn't even remotely close. Similar to Riley Gaines, was not even remotely close to winning that race. After the ceremony, Pavia had reposted an Instagram story of himself and his offensive line captioned, "Fuck all the voters, but family for life." He also reposted comments from Skip Bayless on social media stating that Vanderbilt signal caller should have won the award and seemingly throwing a jab at Mendoza's 6-minute acceptance speech. Pavia was photographed at a club later that night with the side reading "Fuck Indiana" in his section. He, I guess, recently apologized for this whole thing, man. That shit's pathetic. And honestly, it kind of reminds, like, it's one thing to be like, I feel like I should have won it, but also, why are you out here in the streets bitching like a toddler? Because you're looking to potentially get drafted, I'm assuming. Why the fuck would you do that? Because now these teams are going to go, oh, so you're a fucking diva. Unless you throw like fucking Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Yeah, go ahead. What are you about to say? Oh, there's a video.
Well, let me share it. All right, there it goes.
Kill us! You kill us! You will kill us!
Yo, calm down.
Diva, she's so
Calm down.
dramatic.
Daddy said don't to kill you. Who will kill you?
The hell? I thought Shuri was supposed to be smart.
Diva, you're so dramatic. You kill us!
Brother, you would kill us.
Yo,
I'm
calm
telling
down.
you, I thought Shuri was supposed to be smart. What the fuck is this?
Daddy says
You will kill us. You will kill us.
Oh my God, man. Oh my God. Also, holy shit. I did not realize how someone said that Diego was a hobbit. Let me show you a photo of this cat because he actually is small as shit. And I'm like, So he actually probably has no chance in the NFL. Look at this nigga. He's the one in the tan suit.
Oh, look at him.
Bro.
He's so tiny.
He is so tiny.
Hey, Jay, he's the one that
represents the lollipop. Yo, the lollipop.
God damn it. You stupid son of a bitch.
Jay, he's the one who your boy Theo's trying to crack his mom.
Oh.
Now you know who we talking about.
Also, what makes me laugh, he apparently tried to change up his height by saying he's 6 foot. And so like the teaser on like the Google search says 6 foot. When you actually open his wiki, it says 5'9". So this nigga's out here trying to get his shit changed. So nigga, they'll see you at the combine. What are we talking about?
That's normal in college sports though. They lie about heights all the time.
That's just absolutely crazy though. Like we can still do you know I can see you? Like
they don't care. Baker was listed at 6'2" at Oklahoma.
That's crazy. Wait, I was wrong for the Riley Gaines thing. Nah, that was anyways. All right, let's get into our stories, man. I'm gonna let you kick it off, Jay.
Okay. Don't know if you all have heard, but this past Sunday, legendary film director Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle were found tragically murdered in their Brentwood, California home. First when it came out, it said police have been called to the home of Rob Reiner. They hadn't at first said knowledge, like it was a 78-year-old man and a 68-year-old woman, both which matched the age descriptions of them. Then it was officially declared that they had been pronounced dead. And then it got even more interesting in less than 10 minutes when it was said that they may have been murdered and more than likely were murdered by their son, Nick. Now, it goes even further. I think it was the night before or a couple of hours prior, they said that the Reiners and Nick were all at Conan O'Brien's holiday party. Conan O'Brien was throwing a holiday party to end off the year on a good note, a year that's been tumultuous for pretty much everybody. And they said Nick was acting extremely erratic at the party. They said he was walking up to people. Hey, are you famous? Are you famous? Are you famous? He was bothering Bill Hader, I think it was, or it was either Bill Hader or Ed Holmes, who were like, yo, I'm having a conversation right now. Yo, talk to him later. And it was just like they had to take him out of there because of how he was acting. So it's been more things revealed how Nick was recently battling with homelessness as well as drug addiction. And people are, saying that this may have played a factor in it. I think the biggest issue, now you can take that down. I think the biggest issue now has been the responses amidst the Reiner's passing. Now, many in Hollywood and around the world who know and love him. If you don't know, Rob Reiner's career really kicked off with him playing Michael Meathead Stivic on All in the Family, legendary show. Then he went on to be an incredible director.
Emmy for that.
He won an Emmy for that. Yes, he did. And then went on to direct When Harry Met Sally, The Spinal Tap, Misery, so many others in his career. Now, here's the issue. Do we have it, Matt? You know what I'm talking about. If do we have it?
No, I can grab it if you want, though.
Okay, please do. So, condolences poured out from all over the world. Condolences, well wishes, shock, dismay, disbelief, disappointment, hurt, etc., which is the normal when you find out that two people were tragically murdered, even more so by their son. Well, the sitting president of the United States decided to take this moment to make it about himself.
Which he loves to do.
Which he fucking loves to do. Matt is pulling it up for us right now, like a lot of people. So this is from his Truth Social post. People did not want to believe that it was a real fucking thing. I am going to read this for people who may be listening on the podcast. This is from Donald J. Trump from his Truth Social account. A very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling, but once very talented movie director and comedy stars, passed away together with his wife, Michelle. Reportedly, due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump Derangement Syndrome, sometimes referred to as TDS. He was known to drive people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration has surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness. And with the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before, may Rob and Michelle rest in peace. You are muted.
Just real quick, as we can all see with that, this asshole made it fully about himself, which is laughable when you consider he and a lot of MAGA tried to go after Jimmy Kimmel for shit that wasn't said about Charlie Kirk, but tried to fully go with that and said he made it about himself and blah, 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 and how disgusting that was that you would ever do something like that. I wanted to step in because he was almost given a layup to try and rectify the situation.
He was given an alley-oop, nigga.
I have pulled it up so y'all can see what his response was when he was called out for this. This was 2 days ago, so just like 12 hours after he put that True Social post.
Not even 12. No, was it 12?
No, after the True Social post was up. I'm saying he put the True Social post up on like on Sunday. This was his response on Monday.
He put it up on Monday because they died on Sunday.
Okay.
A number of Republicans have denounced your statement on True Social after the murder of Rob Reiner. Do you stand by that post?
Well, I wasn't a fan of his at all. He was a deranged person as far as Trump is concerned. He said he knew it was false. In fact, it's the exact opposite, that I was a friend of Russia, controlled by Russia. You know, it was the Russia hoax. He was one of the people behind it. I think he hurt himself in career-wise. He became like a deranged person, Trump derangement syndrome. So I was not a fan of Rob Reiner at all in any way, shape, or form. I thought he was very bad for our country.
I am trying. Okay, I'll do this. The MAGA crowd has now gone to trying to defend his statement by saying, well, he made fun of Trump first. Let me say this again for anyone who has it misconstrued, misunderstood, or just fucking slow. The sitting president of the United States is supposed to have a level of decorum. There has not been a president that has not been talked about one way or another. The sitting president sat there and said a legendary film director whose career was not struggling, was not stalled or anything, because that's what this fucker likes to do. I had to catch myself there from a phrase I was going to say, because I want to keep this show. The day it happens, the world is going to cheer. There will be no condolences. The day it happens, because it's going to be so deserved.
It's going to be fucking crazy, man. And I am, it's just so incredibly disgusting that this is the person that is supposed to be representative of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if your thoughts were, you know, I wasn't the biggest Rob Reiner fan. He was pretty critical of me. I didn't necessarily like his work, but none of that matters. He was a Hollywood icon. People have been watching him for years, and what happened is disgusting. And I hope, you know, justice is served. You know, rest in peace. If that's what you want to get off and you're keeping the same energy of we were not friends, that's one thing. But that's not what you said. You took it a step further in being like, he was terrible. I hated him. And they say that because he pissed off so many people, he had Trump derangement syndrome, the TDS, some call it, and that's why he died. And that's gonna happen when you talk about Trump. Like, go fuck yourself, bro. Seriously, like that is the most disgusting thing I have ever heard about somebody talking about like a death like that. That's insane. That's fucking insane. Goddamn gummy worm.
The shit that has been said and done from this disgusting existence of a human in office. I don't know how many times it bears saying or repeating, but had this been any other motherfucking president, the 25th Amendment would have been invoked.
As far as Trump is concerned, no one except The Rock can speak in the third person. Fuck anybody else. It's a good point. It's a good fucking point, man. I will say this. I really hope, like this thing is this situation.
It's painful when it happens. I'm sorry. It's slow.
I was just gonna say it is incredibly tragic what happened to Rob Reiner and Michelle Reiner, and honestly with Nick too, because he's been dealing with, drug addiction for a while, and it's clearly not stable. So I both hope that if he really is behind this, that Nick faces justice, but I also hope that he gets help because this is completely fucked up. What's up, man?
I just want to say real quick because this is one of the few. My dad's an entertainment journalist, and back in the day, he got to interview Rob Reiner, and he just talked about how that's he did an article actually the last couple days once this happened, but he talked about how Rob Reiner was one of the few times you want to meet your hero because of just how kind and just how human he was, and how he was woke before being woke was cool, essentially.
Fair.
And I would say go read it, but his company decided to put it behind the paywall. But yeah, it's just the impact that he had throughout all of entertainment just can't be just mentioned in one sentence.
No, it can't be. I mean, also Rob Reiner's career goes outside of entertainment. He was a very big vocal proponent in the Democratic Party when it came to the political process, that he made no qualms about it. And again, if you hear what the fuck mother said, he said, I was friends with Russia and blah, 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 blah. Bitch, you are. You fucking are. Everything. It just came out today that Jack Smith said it was proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that Trump colluded to try to overturn the 2020 election. So the problem is MAGA is so fucking dumb. When you're in a culture that ingrained and you're so fucking dumb and so far gone because you don't want to feel like you've been had or duped, which you have and you know it, but you're so stupid you don't get it. The fact is, these imbeciles lean on every fucking word this dude says, and it is proven that nothing he has said is true. I just was reading something. This is my accomplishments. He keeps trying to tell people inflation is down, cost of living and prices and groceries and everything are down, and people are like, "Are you fucking insane?"
Yeah, it's bad. Well, on top of he even tried to say that it's a Democratic hoax and that's not happening, but it very clearly is happening, man. It is very clearly all over the place. So,
did you hear when he said affordability was a Democratic hoax?
That's what I'm getting at. He's saying that affordability is a Democratic hoax. And that to me is absolutely fucking wild because that's what he ran his entire campaign on, was affordability.
Everything he ran his campaign on, everything he has gone back on or is fucked up. And when you tell members of MAGA, like, yo, you notice this, you say, this is what I voted for. Cool. He ain't do it. He hasn't done it at all.
No.
The country is actually worse in less than a year.
Yeah, dude, we got 3 more years of this shit.
Doge was a waste of money and sat there and make these idiots go, no, Elon Musk out there trying to find wasteful government spending. Blah, 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 blah. Where's the money? Where's the money?
Also,
well, they said they're going to give everybody a $5,000 check. Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
Well, you know, with the tariffs, the tariffs are bringing it all, but he's going to give everybody $2,000. Really? Because he just had to bail out farmers because he fucked them over with tariffs.
Yep.
Hold on, wait. Ryan Cross Project said, I feel annoyed here. Wait, ignore it. What happened?
Ignore it because he's over on Twitch, so he's talking a lot on Twitch, and we're not we can see you. It's streaming on both platforms. I see you, bro. That's why I put that. That's once I realized we had this many people watching on Twitch. We normally have this many. We had 6. Roland. The poll is on both. So let me explain the poll. We're gonna move on to our next story. Again, rest in peace to Rob and Michelle. All right. As most of y'all know, we do these Reddit reads, and these are going to be your 4 stories that you've already started voting on, just so you can kind of know what's happening. There is either, am I the asshole for, it's right here. Am I the asshole for telling my friend's boyfriend that he can't have a traditional wife because he's not a traditional man? Am I the asshole for refusing to compromise on my birthday dinner due to my father's pickiness? Am I the asshole for crying after my husband was brutally honest about my looks and weight and our sex life in front of our friends, which is fucking crazy? And am I the asshole for quitting a date on the spot? So those are up there. The poll is over on Twitch, but it's still going here on YouTube. Once we get to the end of our stories, whatever the top 2 votes are, that will be the stories that we read. So now you know what they are. All right. Let's move on to the next one, man. Jay, again, you got it, bro. All
right. Oh yeah. So last week we talked about it broke. The news broke. That's fucking hilarious.
Wait, Matt, did you make that?
Yes, he did.
Yes, I did.
I am. Hold on. What are we in? We're in extra, so we don't have it over here. I really wanted. Yes, sir. This nigga spitting. Damn, nigga.
So,
in case
we
you
talked
didn't
about
know,
it last week that Netflix has officially won the bid to buy Warner Brothers. Of course, there was this whole tumultuous thing where everybody's been saying no one should buy the legacy company, but unfortunately, it was going to be bought and sold regardless. Well, Paramount wanted it. More so, Skydance. Skydance purchased Paramount, and now they wanted to purchase and acquire Warner Brothers because it was also wanting Discovery in the deal, which in terms would have gave it CNN and all of the news networks and media networks as well. This way, basically, Skydance would basically create state-owned media. Well, first, it was the bid from Netflix was $83 billion, 82.7, and then David Ellison, as you saw there, with the tears in his eye, was like, well, fuck it. I'm going straight to the stockholders. I'm going to go over the board's head and go to the stockholders and initiate hostile takeover mode. Well, Ted Sarandos, who is the CEO of Netflix, was like, we expected this. And as of today, it has come out that the board and the stockholders was like, nah, fam, you good. We know where we're going. So now Paramount is shitty.
They're a little pissy.
So, but here's the issue. While you didn't want Paramount to have it, there is still a sense of worry with Netflix having it. Because there is this Netflix, Ted Sarandos back in April of this year, speaking on not really caring about theatrical, how his whole thing is about having people watching movies at home, on your TV, on your computer. It's about streaming for them. So theatrical doesn't matter. Theatrical only applies again for them when it comes to the Academy Awards, because a movie needs to be in theaters at least 2 weeks to qualify. Then it also breaks down into the thing of our residuals. A lot of actors live off of their residuals. Many don't work, and their residuals come in once a quarter. I just got a residual check today for $1.27. Bitch, I'm winning. Clock it. But anyway, so that has been an issue with the Netflix end of it. All of this, no matter what, the closing of the sale and the deal will take about probably 18 months. It does need congressional approval, FCC approval, right? Is it the FCC or?
There is a merger thing that goes on with that. I cannot remember off the top of my head, but the Trump administration is directly involved, is part of the problem. Like the funny thing is, you want to talk about just like part of why this feels so like gross and insider trading, and another reason why. Yes, it's not great that Netflix is doing this either, but I still stand by it's better than Paramount. For those that didn't know, like I have the AP report on it, the Paramount deal includes help from investors such as Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, funds controlled by the governments of Saudi Arabia and Qatar, according to the regulatory filing. So like you were literally about to hand over potentially one of the largest studios and networks and distros in Hollywood and news and all that kind of stuff to two foreign governments, the son of the owner of fucking Oracle, which already owns all of our motherfucking data as is, and then finally Jared fucking Kushner, so by extension Trump. So when I was saying state-run media, I wasn't exaggerating.
Nope, not at
all. And if you need to also see how ridiculous shit already is right now with CBS News, for those that haven't been paying attention, Ari Weiss was paid. Her whole side network thing over on Substack was bought out for millions upon millions. It may have been billions. I don't remember, but I believe multiple millions for her to now go be the editor-in-chief of CBS News. And then someone that was supposedly, she just was be behind the scenes and all that kind of stuff, immediately put herself front and center to do an interview with Erica Kirk. That was an absolute
bombed.
It bombed.
That
it was a terrible interview.
No, you want to say said the ratings were abysmal.
Right, but it was also a terrible interview. It was pathetic.
On top of that, and can we ask a really important question? Oh, my brother, I'm sorry to cut you off. You know what the really important question to ask is? Why in the fuck are you interviewing her?
The same reason they've been interviewing her nonstop. It's because the grift has to continue. The grift has to continue, man. I mean, it's funny, we haven't really talked about it. There's been a massive MAGA civil war right now, and its shit has been hilarious.
Yes.
It's been hilarious all over Charlie because Candace has been out here being like, yo, Turning Point had something to do with it and all this other shit.
Well,
and
now
them pushing
supposedly
back.
The two of them had a powwow.
Sit down. Yeah, they had a powwow, and apparently they kind of worked it all out. But we'll see, man. We got to wait to see about more of that. So yeah, Paramount failed at this. It's not over till it's over. You still got to go through the regulatory period. The administration has to kind of sound off. What's up, Matt?
So early reports this morning said Paramount is still going to try to put another bid in, because ultimately what's going on is after the deal has gone through, Netflix's stock has gone down, so they're going to be less solvent. So Paramount may still try one more hostile takeover bid.
Netflix's stock might have dropped, but Warner Brothers is going up.
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
Warner Brothers has been. I'm gonna tell you them because I bought when we were on strike. I bought $40 worth of stock just to buy it, and that shit has shot up.
Yep.
And I was like, I should cash it out, but then I was like, no, we'll wait. So real quick, I want to address a couple things in the chat. So over on Twitch, MCK Jack Attack says, I think the deal is only for the movie studio, DC, and HBO. I don't think the gaming department. From what, again, that is the whole purpose of the Warner Brothers Discovery. Because initially it was just Warner, but with Paramount and Skydance wanting the Warner Brothers Discovery, that is everything. They wanted it all.
And that to me is also why I think it was egregious for Paramount to ever say some shit, to ever fix their mouth to go, we're actually offering, where were these billions during the strikes? That's a good point.
Yo, I saw one of the realest tweets ever. And look, I hate to say it this way. One of the realest tweets ever. Netflix can buy Warner Brothers for $83 billion, but my auntie can't share her password.
It's a very good point. That's a very good point. But I was just going to say,
yeah, I apologize.
No, you're good. It's bad math because remember, essentially with this going on, that Netflix was offering $27.75 per share. And again, they are buying Warner Brothers as far as like the movie studio. They're buying HBO and they're buying DC. They are leaving everything else. So you're in turn Paramount. But they're saying our deal is so much better than that. It's worth so much more. So what you're saying is the rest of that. So all of Discovery, that's all the 90 Day Fiance shit, all of the housing shit, all of the stuff that comes along with Discovery, the AAA gaming stuff that you just said, which someone brought up. That's what Telltale Games, Rocksteady, a bunch of different studios and shit like that. Warner Brothers Games is under Warner Brothers Studios and streaming. Okay, then I can take that back that they are getting that after all. But you're essentially implying that CNN, TNT, all of that cable shit, which they're not buying, and all the Discovery shit, you think is only worth $2.25 per share?
Yep.
That's actually insane math. And that by itself feels like a slap in the face and kind of lie and like devaluing of like to not see that is kind of crazy to me, because by splitting it off and saying we're just going for these assets and we're going to pay you damn near the same amount for the smaller part of the company, like what are we smoking right now?
Well, you got to remember, Netflix really wants, no matter what, the number one. So Paramount wants the networks more so, but the number one thing they all want is the library.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
It's the library.
Absolutely. That's what everybody in the bid wants, but only Paramount / Skydance was interested in the news and the cable stuff of it all, because again, we have brought this up. The Ellisons are in bed with the Trumps. They are good friends. They want to control media narrative, and we are about to go into the midterms. So I guarantee you part of the way that they even pitch that shit is like, look, just go ahead and approve the Paramount thing. We're going to go ahead and we're going to clean house on this shit. They went and installed Barry Weiss immediately. You get Warner Brothers and CNN as soon as you can, so that when it comes to the midterms, you can control the full narrative of how you decide to play it out as a news company. You're not fooling anybody at all.
Real quick, I do want to add in regards to games. People forget this, but Netflix has been trying to get into the gaming industry for the last few years.
They have. I'm mad at them. They got rid of Bandersnatch.
Yeah. They have done more so mobile games, but they have been looking to do more of games that you can just play directly from your Netflix app on your television.
Yep.
So getting WB's gaming library, which does include games such as Hogwarts Legacy, which fuck J.K. Rowling, but at the same time, that game was a Game of the Year contender or maybe won that year. I can't remember, and sold millions of copies, along with the Lord of the Rings series that they have, and so on and so forth. There is a lot that they could do with that.
Yep. So,
all right. Well, we'll see how this thing keeps playing. We will keep watching it, and we will keep you guys informed here as always. Again, streamlabs.com/Blerds in the Hood /tip. Streamlabs.com/Blerds in the Hood /tip. If you want to also support, if you don't want to do Streamlabs, you can do our Cash Apps and Venmos respectively, and we will put that up there for you. You want to do Sharon or Street Fighter?
Sharon, I guess.
So,
because to that point, Street Fighter isn't dropping for months. We can always come back to that another time.
Yeah, you can take Sharon. There you go. You get this one.
All right. So if y'all didn't know, Michigan fired Sharon Moore for cause due to an investigation that uncovered a bunch of off the field transgressions, including the fact that he had an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. Further specifics of that relationship, or when the investigation actually started, are not known. Moore was then detained by police in Saline, Michigan, which is just south of Ann Arbor, on Wednesday night. This is last Wednesday. He was turned over to the police in Pittsfield Township for an investigation to potential charges. Now, as far as where those charges were, apparently Sharon broke into the house of the woman that he was having the affair with, and apparently got pregnant from him, and he forced her to have an abortion because
nigga won't say it. He broke into a side chick crib.
He broke into her crib and held her at knife point, threatened to kill himself and kill her. Because to that point, typically when a coach gets fired, they still have to get paid. Their contracts are fully guaranteed. But if you're fired for cause because you breached contract, and the contract here specifically, you did not lose this for some sort of morality clause of like, oh, you cheated on your wife. It's because he specifically had an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. It is very clear you are not to be fucking your coworkers. And he went and did it. And specifically somebody that was under him by being the head coach. That means she works under him. So
and he was under him a lot. But also,
God damn it, Jay.
I had her contract stuff up if you want to see that.
Yeah, go for it.
So what people don't know is she got a pay raise this year of over 50%, or about 50%. She went from making just under 60K a year to 90K.
Damn, dude.
That's some good pussy.
Oops. You know what, Winston, I'm going to use this here.
I am so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow.
I'm not gonna lie. He told me, he was like, I was waiting for the next time Jay wanted to talk some shit about me liking white women, and that was immediately what I was gonna play when he said that shit to me. That's what man said before you got here, bro.
This is true.
Listen, again, I make no qualms. I have sex with women of all races. Not gonna say anything wrong with that. But the problem with Sharon Moore is when people started bringing up race to him and things like, you're a black man. I don't see color. You know, blah, 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 all these different things. Everybody's like, hey, you a nigga. I'm just a man. No, you a nigga. But also.
Me, I'm niggas.
But also, he would be as bold. Now, the relationship, the problem was, this goes deeper than a lot of people even know. And Matt, you might know of this. So it was an open secret that he was dealing with her.
Yeah, they covered it. This investigation started over the summer. And
right. Let me finish. Thank you. You can jump in afterwards, nigger. That was racist. Because that sounded like they had a UH on the end. So
motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
So they would be on campus together. Yeah. He would walk her home, everything. Everyone knew.
So what you're saying is he was a reverse Olivia Pope and President Fitz.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For those who never saw Scandal,
I'm doing a rewatch right now, bro. I'm doing after all that stuff. I'm doing a rewatch.
So here was the issue, though. Of course, it was always frowned upon. It was taboo. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Persian, beautiful dog. Oh my God, I know an Iranian girl right now. I would give my left pinky toe for. Now we'll talk about it later.
Yo, hold up! Time out! Time out!
Call me Aladdin, baby.
The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? What did you say, nigga?
So look, they knew about it. People knew, everybody was quiet. Yes, like Matt was about to say, the investigation had been going on for like a year or so. Here is the thing. We'll talk about it in a minute, Caswell. Here's the thing, though. Here's where it got the problem. Had Michigan beat Ohio State, it would have never come out. It's the fact they lost. Because now that you lose, all the calls and all of a sudden this is what's going on. That's what's going on. All the sources come out. Everybody now, there's no reason to keep him safe. You lost to the rival.
That's not true. She's the one.
True at all.
She is the one who came to the administration about it. She
came forward to the administration because he forced her to go get an abortion. That was the whole thing that was reported on.
On top of the abortion thing, I feel like these two men are blaming the woman, and I would rather blame the nigga. Now,
no, I know, and not at all. But I'll put it to you this way: we obviously we're not in the relationship, so we don't know. If this nigga was willing at the end of this to come and threaten her life, what makes you think that, like, again, it was said that she...
Did you also hear, so did both of you guys, since you're still there, Matt, did y'all also hear that it already had been reported, I think about a year ago, that he was dealing with mental health issues?
Yes.
And that was like, we'll deal with it later.
Yeah. And that's part of what I was saying in general that I feel a little bit bad about. I do not feel bad about you getting your comeuppance. I do not feel bad about the fact that you threatened your life and somebody else's life, that you forced somebody to get an abortion, that you were cheating on your wife, you lost your wife and your kids, that you lost your job for literally not following the motherfucking rules.
Right.
So, but I
could have went worse. But go ahead.
It could have. But I was going to say, but I do feel bad that it is very clear that something is very wrong with him. And in the same way that I said this about Nick Reiner, I hope that Moore gets, like, he faces justice, but he gets help, because this is not the moves of a sane person. He is either evil or he's insane, and neither are okay, and is actually pretty sad. So I hope that he faces justice for the shit that he committed. And technically, by losing your contract and losing your family, you faced a certain level of justice already. But I really hope that he gets the help that he needs, because he's clearly not in his right mind.
Real quick, I want to add on to it. This is where Michigan may have fucked up, because they knew he had mental health issues going on, and the AD went and fired him alone. Didn't bring any HR rep or nothing.
That's the part. And I was going to bring it up. There's a point where even though he's out of a job and a career, he still may get paid. He still may get paid. It's such a convoluted story within itself. Listen, men in power, and I say men in power because it is known to be abused overwhelmingly by men. You are not supposed to have sex with your staffers. Did we not see what happened at the Coldplay concert? Y'all got to really chill. I understand this is gonna sound so fucked up for me saying it, but I'm gonna say it in the realest way I can say it. I'm literally going to be just unedited in the sense when trying to be serious, and I'm dead ass serious. Your underlings may be some of the most beautiful women you've ever seen in your life. They may bring themselves to push up on you to try to advance their careers, but it's up to you to be like, no. You gotta be like, no. Especially when they work directly under you. Because now, no matter what, I don't give a shit how much you say, well, we're two consenting adults in a consenting relationship. It will never be viewed as such.
Yes, they do, because they represent the universities, and there's much more money behind college sports than NFL sports than people realize.
Okay.
Damn it, L Boogie. You see this shit? What if my wife works for me? Could I not clap her cheeks? Look, man, how large is your company?
Is she working with you or under you, though?
That's what I'm saying.
She's working under you. Now, don't act like you ain't. First of all, let me say this. I refuse to be made the bad guy in this situation. And I'm going to say this to the engaged nigga whose fiance is watching this. You know good and goddamn well, if you...
There is this too, by the way.
This is so disrespectful. But you're telling me if you and your wife work together and you have your own offices, at a point, it's not going to be, may not be regular. You're not going to dip off and do something real quick.
That's your wife.
That's your wife.
That's what's going to happen. But your side bitch needs to be at her station and you at yours.
Because the other element of that, specifically if your wife is working at your company with you, there's already going to be some scrutiny anyway. If you were working there and all of a sudden your wife's just getting hella promotions, unless it's your business. If it's your business, then you can do kind of what you want to a certain extent.
Also,
but otherwise,
these niggas is disrespectful. I was in the middle of a serious ass point, and this nigga go hit the meow.
That was Winston. That was Winston.
That's why I fucking put my gun away. Still quick on a draw, bitch. But I'm not gonna sit here and let you do this shit.
Also, real quick, how stupid do you via DoorDash?
DoorDash and Plan B at the gig to your side bitch is diabolical.
It's diabolical shit.
Diabolical shit.
But this is how I know that this nigga was not mentally well or he's an idiot, because at the bare minimum, if you're gonna do that, nigga, DoorDash somewhere else. That's all. Jay is looking at you right now, like
DoorDash it to yourself, or this is what you do: holla at one. Okay, you're the coach, right?
Get one of the players to fucking go get it for you.
One of the players to do
an assistant. If it's a well-known secret, send an assistant coach.
Send that nigga. And also, if it's not only send the assistant, send the nigga to go to CBS in person.
You also he makes what, like $20 million a year? You know what he should have done?
He was
making what he should have done under cover of fire. If this is what he was trying to do, bro. You got how many players on your team? And like you said, we know 85. For a fact 85. You know them players all probably need the plan B themselves. Nigga, pay for everybody to get a plan B. We get one for all 87, 90 of you, including the coaches or whatever the fuck, and literally just go one for everybody. Just hold on to it. You should be safe. You should be prepared for whatever's going on, then just
get a sponsorship. Hey, Planned Parenthood is sponsoring the Michigan's football team. Why? Because we believe in our young men's future. And I don't know how that works or whatever, if that's the quote you use. But listen,
nigga, go. Do you know that most college-based like clinics, when you go in, every woman and any of the women that are watching this that went to college, back me up on this one way or the other, because I've heard this from every woman I've known that ever went. They'd be like, "Oh man, I have a headache. I think I'm hungover. Oh, you must be pregnant." And they'd be like, "Oh man, I cut my finger when I was down at the cafeteria. Oh, you must be pregnant." Like this, they every single time. So literally, my nigga, you could have gone to the nurse's office and be like, one of my people got pregnant. Like, one of my players got somebody pregnant. He's too scared to come down here. Can we just get some plan B real quick? Like, there's a million ways to solve this problem. And this dumbass DoorDashed it to the office.
Hey, to the ladies that watch us. Those of y'all with side niggas. Now you ain't got to say nothing about yourself out loud in the comments. Just nod and we'll feel your vibes. You not finna put your. Also, women are slicker than men. You not finna blow up your whole spot, are you?
In what way?
Huh?
In what way? Blow up what spot?
I mean, having your side nigga working with you, walking with this nigga everywhere. Like, I've seen women who got niggas. They be like, "Hey, we in public, bro. Calm all that down."
But that's the funny part. Every time, like now that I'm rewatching Scandal, Fitz is always the problem. This nigga is always trying to get up on Olivia in public ways. And she's like, if you don't fucking chill, bro. Like,
his IQ low, her cheeks up.
Listen, I just don't. Again, consequences must be faced, and they shall be, right? But also, let me ask this small question. And again, I want to make sure when I ask this, it is not misconstrued. It is not, again, she's gone through a lot. But aside the assault that he committed, fuck my question. Fuck my question. That was all I needed. Because aside, you right.
Jay.
She on that you can't speak.
Nope, ain't got nothing else to say. Nope. Ain't got to say nothing else.
All right, well, let's move on. We're running out of time, so let's jump over the Reddit stuff, man. I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll right now. And our winners are am I the asshole for quitting a date instantly? And am I the asshole for telling my friend's boyfriend you can't have a trad wife because you're not a trad man? So let's go with that first, because that was the second place winner. Am I the asshole for telling a friend's boyfriend that he can't have a traditional wife because he's not a traditional man? I, 25-year-old female, was hanging with some friends and their significant others last week. To make a long story short, my friend's boyfriend kept talking about how women no longer want to be traditional wives, and that's why so many of them are single. I responded that in 2025, women don't feel like they need a man in order to provide for their lives that they want for themselves. He kept going on about what women used to do and how they were all about taking care of their husbands and the household without complaining. I let it go on for a while, but I got tired of hearing his rant and told him that he can't have a traditional wife when my friend goes 50-50 on all the bills with him and works more hours than he does. I continued with, he isn't a traditional husband and can't provide for his household like he's supposed to, so that my friend can stay home and do those quote unquote traditional duties. I may have become the asshole when I told him that. Sounds like he wants another mommy and not a wife. It became silent, and he told me that my way of thinking proved his point. The conversation pivoted elsewhere, and I thought that was it, but I got a message from my friend saying that her boyfriend was upset at me for what I said, and I had embarrassed him. He wants me to apologize, but I don't think that I should have to, being as though I was responding to his rant about traditional women. My friend said she doesn't think I'm wrong, but doesn't think I'm right either, and I should have just let him talk because he had a few drinks. Am I the asshole?
No.
Not even close.
Not even close.
Not even remotely close to the asshole.
Nope, not even close. There's no reason you should absolutely, yeah. Yeah, man.
Dude, like, I mean, but that's the whole thing. That all these men that go on and bitch about that shit all the motherfucking time, then, like she said, then you need to start acting like a traditional man and you need to go 100% on all this other shit. Like, that's just the starting point. And that doesn't even cover up the number of reasons why women don't want to do that shit anymore anyway. But there is an update, Jay.
Okay.
So the poster says, I called my friend to try and understand why her boyfriend was quote unquote embarrassed and why she was trying to be Switzerland in this situation. She explained that I'm her friend, and although she doesn't disagree with what I said, she feels like she needs to have her man's back as well. I told her that she doesn't have to have my back by asking me to apologize to him and not standing up for me, or at least telling him that what he was saying was idiotic. We talked for about an hour, and I actually feel like it didn't get anywhere. I told her that I would not apologize and that he can't come around me anymore, and she was very upset with that statement. I feel like I lost a close friend, and that hurts a lot, but I will not be disrespected. Sorry, this isn't some crazy juicy stuff as an update, but I wanted to update everyone on how the situation ended up. I think at that point, that's a bad friend, not the poster, the woman that called to try and defend her boyfriend like that, because yes, she allowed her man to kind of cuss. Like, that should have been a situation being like, look, can both of y'all fucking stop? Like, enough on this shit. Like, just be quiet. Both of you be quiet. Let's move on. If that's really how you wanted to be, then that's what you should have said, and that should have been the end of it. But this idea of like, I'm gonna call you and you to apologize to him, even though she said, I agree with you, but he was embarrassed. Nah, son.
So, and also him being embarrassed has nothing to do with her. And like, oh, you need to tell your friend to apologize to me. There's a level of bitch assness in these dudes nowadays.
Yep. That
is ever present. And it is really, really fucking annoying. It's really annoying.
Yep, I agree. All right, so this is the number one winner. It's a little bit of a short one, but I am very curious to hear your thoughts about this, Jay, and everybody in the neighborhood. Am I the asshole for quitting a date on the spot?
Oh, I gotta hear this.
I, 32-year-old male, was on a first date with a 27-year-old female. It was dinner at a patio-style restaurant, and it was going well. I didn't like that she pulled her phone out on the table as soon as she arrived, but she wasn't checking on it whatsoever, so I let it go. Issue was, drinks and appetizers arrived, and I moved her phone to give the waitress some space. That's when I noticed the recording app was running, and I reacted in shock. Why the fuck are you recording this? Then I stood up, paid, and I went home. She's now calling me an asshole and abusive all over social media. Her main point is that I left her there when we had previously talked about me giving her a ride back home after the date. And also, rude as hell for raising my voice and using swear words, which, okay, I did, but it was a shocking experience, and I really think it was just a natural reaction. Am I the asshole?
No,
I don't think so.
Because this whole need to record just to hopefully have content. Oh, let me go on this date. Let me hit record. Something may happen. I can post about it one way or another instead of being a human and being present in the moment. Like, I was on a date, and I one of the things I do is I turn my phone face down. Now, I bring this up because there was this thing going around for a while on the internet where it was like, ladies, if a man turns his phone face down, that means he's got something to hide. No, for me, that's not the case. It is my phone is face down because I get a lot of notifications. I do not want to be tempted to check it.
Right.
I do not want to be tempted to check it.
Yep.
So I'm leaving it face down. But to sit there and be like, oh, I got to record this. And and again, anybody who realizes they're being recorded without consent would have a level of shock.
At 1,000%, man. 1,000%. Because like the follow-up to this, he puts a small edit. He says, to everyone asking, this happened in the greater Los Angeles area. I know California is a two-party consent state, but specifically as a brown Latino immigrant, I'd rather not have the police involved, specifically not these days. So I can also understand this idea of like considering where we are with ICE and all that shit. If all of a sudden he thinks that she's trying to squeeze some fucking information out of him to try and bounce him or his family or anything like that. It is so inappropriate. And someone puts it a great comment. They said, not the asshole. You're not her content. Like we both have said. Recording your date is a sign as well that she doesn't fully understand consent. And if she's worried about her safety in a public space, why would she then be okay with getting in a car alone with you as well? As far as like giving the ride back home and all that kind of stuff. So I like, yeah, dude, everything about this just feels pretty gross to me. Like, I do not think that he is the asshole because we've seen too many people just immediately put all this shit on the fucking internet and be exactly that. You were like, you're my content now and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, you know, there was this thing recently. I don't know if it was recent or maybe a year or so ago, where you started hearing more people say, "Hey, you don't need to video and photograph every single thing you're doing when you're hanging out with people.
Yep.
You can be in the moment."
Yep.
And I myself, over the past couple of years, have done that because I used to be that type of person. Every time I'm out, let me take a picture with this person, that person. And don't get me wrong, I miss out on potential moments of immortalizing them in photo, but I'm having fun in the moment.
Yeah.
And that was another thing. You cool with me taking you home in my car, picking you up, but all this other no. Because again, now you're gonna go on the internet. Now you're gonna try to make this person, the guy, seem like a horrible individual. He didn't know I was recording him, and then he snapped out. Yeah.
Yep.
Because what's gonna happen? I guarantee you this: we don't have to have seen a video or whatever the case may be. If there is a video present in the comments, there are gonna be people. Well, if he wasn't gonna do nothing wrong, or if shit wasn't gonna happen, why he get upset?
It's not about that. Again. It is about consent.
Yes.
This is something that we have advocated, especially when we were doing After Dark on the regular. The most important thing that people keep fucking up nowadays is consent. Now, it's one thing if you're talking about a scenario where, like, if he was like berating you on the date and you whipped out your phone and you started recording it to document, that is a completely different ball game. You went in what was supposed to be neutral, positive. We're here to be with each other and to get to know each other with positive intent, and yet you are secretly recording him. And so the problem is, by you doing that, again, you have taken away his ability to make decisions about his body and his life without, like, in the same way that we just to flip it and talk about when guys do fuck shit like that, the whole idea of dudes that will like try and slip a condom off in the middle of having sex and shit. That is against consent because she consented to one thing, she didn't consent to another. It's the same shit. He consented to go on a date with you. Did you ask him, hey, can I record this date? It's not for anything. Like, no, you didn't. You did it in secret, and that's not fucking cool. He's not the asshole for deciding that he's trying to get the fuck up out of there.
Let me ask you a question. I want to present this to you and to the neighborhood at large. And again, if you're watching this on the replay, please let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're listening to it, same thing. Let's say you're on a date. Now, again, this is pre.
Yeah, I know. We all understand that.
So you're on a date, and your date randomly goes, "Hey, do you mind if I record this?" Or are you gonna be like, "The fuck for?" Or are you just gonna be like, "Oh,"
I'd be like, "Record what?" Would probably be what I was saying.
Well, it'd be like, they'd be like, "Record this date," and you're gonna be like, would you either be like, "Yeah, sure, just record the date," or be like, "For what?"
I would literally be like, "Why? Why would you want to record the date?" If anything, I'd be like, if I didn't ask why, and my curiosity would probably make me say why out loud, I'd probably be like, maybe let's not do this. That's a weird fucking request.
Yeah, this is how you know Jay and Winston are two different people because of their responses. Because Winston's response, no, mine is, "The fuck? No." The fuck?
I think the other problem is you're asking me in a logical moment. It would almost need to be asked completely off the cuff and then just see what comes out of my mouth, because like I
know that would come out of my mouth naturally. The fuck? No.
Yeah.
Because again, it just doesn't make any sense to me that it's almost like you're trying to set someone up.
Right. I went on a date last week. Ryan Cross Project says not one pic was taken, not one video recorded, because we were just vibing and having laughs.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
The only time my phone is coming out afterwards is, "Hey, you want to make a little video?" Like, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah. Because then on top of that, someone said, not the asshole, depending on where you live, what she might have done might have been straight up illegal. Someone follows up, well, unfortunately, almost everywhere in public spaces like a restaurant, there's no reasonable expectation of privacy. She was wrong, but most likely didn't break the law. But someone followed up with, but not his car. And I don't know if she got a ride to the restaurant from him, like if he picked her up, or if he was just going to give her a ride home. But
okay. And if it's the idea of being safe, which I know a lot of women do,
fair.
You know, it's share your location, everything of the sorts, who you with, picture of the dudes you with, all these different things.
All of that. Go to an extremely public place. Don't let him drive you. Take yourself there. Have a friend go to be in the restaurant themselves and give you there's a number of ways to do it, but recording the day, what specifically is that going to do to help you be safe in that moment is my follow-up question. Again, unless he is now berating you, in which case you were recording the scenario to hand over the police later. Like, I don't. Nope.
I don't fucking get it, man.
Nah.
I don't fucking get it. It's just baffling to me, because it's like, look, we're in a day and age right now where dating as a whole is down. People are now like, I don't even want to bother. And this is men and women. They're just like, they don't want to bother. Women primarily, because they're like, you see the way these dudes are, and men being like, well, I got to get my shit together. And some are just like, well, won't nobody date me? And it's like, nigga, look in the mirror. But it's just it a lot of shit with dating baffles me. Like I'm at a point now where when I go on a date or whatever, first and foremost, you know, one of the things I always tell a woman is, if you've met Jay Washington, the performer or whatever, right? If that's what got you to this point and we're going out afterwards, I'm telling you now, you're not going out with him. Because I'm not that dude consistently. I'm gonna be me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be me. But I'm also going to be like, hey, I want to have a good time. I want to have a good conversation. Yo, where we are we going somewhere we can do some stupid shit? Are we doing trivia? Are we doing karaoke? Are we doing these different things? Or are we just having drinks and talking about life? You know, it baffles me when we do these Am I the Assholes and you hear about the way a lot of dudes are acting. And again, these people are putting up their posts in anonymity. You know, they're not directly outing anybody. but it makes you look out a lot at society, especially as people. Like I know you both got to be happy. You and Kristen, like, whew, we ain't got to deal with this bullshit out here no more.
The running joke in this household, whenever something goes down or we see some fuck shit like this, is just looking at each other and being like, please don't send me back to Tinder. Please don't send me back to Tinder. that became a mantra for a while.
Tinder is a place to send you back to. That's crazy.
But generally speaking, it just became, so. Let's Kristen says last chopper out of damn.
Fucking insane. Last
Bro,
chopper.
Real talk. She funny as hell, man. Like I've like she's all of a sudden these little quips, and I'm like, yo,
all it took nigga took you to put a ring on it. You got
she's always been funny.
No, nigga, you unlocked a new level of her. That's
it's both that and the fact that like clearly I have brought her around all the niggas, because all of a sudden she just got a black person's sense of humor like it's nobody's business.
Eric Kirby, unfortunately, our super chats are down, but you can do Streamlabs, CashApp, or Venmo. And we only got one in that we had earlier. We spoke on that from Fred Taxi 314. So again, the super chat. Here's why we don't do super chats. Again, pull the curtain back. YouTube takes 33 to 35% of whatever you send. So it takes a very sizable cut of it. So we do the other way. So yeah, please.
But here you go. I'll put it in here. So you guys, it's right there. I'll pin it. If you would like to click that link, it's right there. That's the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Blerds-in-the-Hood/tip. And then, yeah, it's actually closer to like 50. They take a lot. Chats. Yeah, they take a lot. And on top of that, it's also only a payout at a certain level. So if it was something that we felt like people were hella just sending in super chats, that'd be one thing. We only get one or two, and so then it could be a year before we ever get to see
it. Could literally be. Like, we'd be like, oh, what happened to that, man? It's just
all of a sudden Jay goes, oh, I just randomly got $100. Why? I don't know. Oh shit, we got that $1 super chat. That was number 100. Hey,
we finally made it.
Oh man. But yeah. All right. Well, if you can move us over to we probably need to start putting this thing in the second one as well, Jay. There we go. It's time for an Ode to Karens.
And now, an Ode to Karens, brought to you by Blerds N The Hood. Now, before we go into this dedication, you must be asking yourself, well, what is a Karen and what does it mean? Well, Karen is a mocking slang term for an entitled, obnoxious, middle-aged white woman, especially as featured in memes. Karen is generally stereotyped as having a blonde bob haircut, asking to speak to retail and restaurant managers to voice complaints or make demands, and being a nagging, often divorced mother from Generation X. Karens most notably have been known now to call the police on black people when they're just doing this thing called living. You know, something that God allowed them to do. This includes Barbecue Becky, Permit Patty, Sleepin' Sarah, and a host of others. And typically Karens feel that because they are white women, they are entitled to do whatever they want and make life choices based on their insecurities as well as fears. Well, here are a few moments of wild Karens caught in their natural habitat.
Real quick, shout out to Justin Square, who just threw in a Venmo. Thank you so much. He sent saying, if you never heard of it, please Google /YouTube Rapsite Street Kids Believe in Santa. Okay, well, let's do the Karen, and then if we have time, we'll do that. We'll do that now. Otherwise, we'll be sure to do it on the next show for sure. So Jay, you got the Karen. Is it one or two?
Hold on. It's in two. Okay.
No. Are there one or two Karens? I see two.
So it's one, the longer one, and then the second one is a reason. Trip. We'll go to Trip after you play the first one.
Okay, here is your Karen.
All right, just fucking the mask. Yeah, some of this like
He's needed.
Tell me one more time.
I did not touch it.
Oh, he's a liar.
I just tried it out.
Get out the way. Get out the way.
Just smiling. Stop. Hey, let go right now. Let go right now. Let go right now. Let go. No, let go right now, please. Please let go. Please let go.
I'm not touching your leg.
Okay, stop.
No, stop.
No. Hey.
No te pases conmigo. ¡Te buscaste, mujer! ¡Te buscaste!
Guys. No,
She got into it with the staff. They did without that, but this part made it all the better.
No. Hey.
Run it back!
No. Hey.
Jesus, dude, I'll tell you what that actually reminds me of. I'm not gonna play the whole thing because we can't. It fully reminds me of this sketch.
Doesn't work like that. No one checks me because I'm not.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
you can go to yourself.
Yes.
1,000%. It's this, but then hold on. So bring it back because I'm gonna jump ahead, just so I can kind of prove the point here. Is Megan keeps talking shit, and then he has to. Who took it down? There it is. Then this shit has to happen. Because that even happened in that moment. You saw it. She was like, "Be a fucking man," and it's like, "Bro, you got us thrown the fuck out because you were trying to fight everybody." And he's just like,
he was like, "I want to."
She's on the ground. Be a man. Be a fucking man. So he's like, "Hey, bro, you tripped my girl." Like,
she was abusive to the staff.
absolutely crazy, man.
It unfortunately, you know, the screw.
No, they didn't, because they didn't have quite the hood element to it.
No. Hey.
I'm not gonna lie, that trip come out so motherfucking smooth.
Yep.
It come out so smooth,
and then brings it back smooth too.
Because it wasn't like you just went perfect timing, swing yoink, like you're like, damn.
That was just it was so fucking hard, bro. It makes me uncomfortable. She hits that ground so
because she was running
fucking hard.
Full speed.
I know that shit. Like every time I watch it, I know y'all two are finding it funny. I'm just like, nigga, did she die?
I found it like Looney Tunes type funny because she hit like the Roadrunner and the Coyote. Here's the thing: I wouldn't have if when you say did she die, if she wouldn't have moved afterwards, I wouldn't have had a response.
Like every time she hits the ground, bro, I'm just like,
Jesus Christ.
It is just so intense.
Can one of y'all edit an Animaniacs of that fall?
We're Animaniacs, totally insanity.
Oh, wait, say it again. Do it again.
Oh,
no, go from the beginning.
We're Animaniacs, totally.
No. Hey.
Animaniacs. Those are the facts. Those are the facts.
But I will say this, all jokes aside, you do have a lot of situations like you brought up. This is like a Megan sketch from Key and Peele, where you've had women who have caused situations, and the dude is like, hey, can we not? Because it's just me and this is not going to be good for anybody.
And not just that, it's the fact that like you're writing a check that my face has to cash. It's my responsibility to fight this fight because you
ain't got to cash this shit.
No, real quick. Hour ago, NBC Bay Area, we have an update on the story. A woman who was captured in a now viral video who engaged in a violent altercation with the staff at a San Francisco restaurant has been arrested and fired from her job.
You are about to lose your job. Get his hands. Wait a minute. You are about to lose your job. You are about to lose your job. So wait a minute.
No cap. First thing on my Facebook feed is.
So you're telling me that this
Hey.
isn't the hardest hit that she took out of all of this?
Nope.
Damn.
Jay's face right now.
Damn. Oh, wait a minute. Why am I doing it when one of the goats is out here? Damn. Oh, bro, her job looked at that video and said,
Bitch, bet, motherfucker, bet, nigga, bet it, bitch, bet, fuck you, bet.
Let me ask a question. And we got about 8 minutes before we got to fully wrap up, given the fact we're this far towards.
And shout out real quick before you ask the question, hold your thought. Shout out to Blue Girl who sent in the Streamlabs. She didn't write anything. She just sent in support. We are $45 away from a shot, y'all. If you want to see us take a shot before we get up out of him.
Let me ask this question. If you're in a relationship with someone, and if you're a guy, you're in a relationship with a woman, and I'll pose it to the women too, you're in a relationship with a guy, and your partner causes an issue. After the issue is done, are y'all still together?
No.
Say that one more time. Ask the question one more time.
Let's say you and Kristen are just dating.
Sure.
Kristen goes, and I'm not saying you'll do this, Kristen. I'm using a hypothetical. Kristen wigs out.
Use one of my the easy way to solve that. Use one
you
of
and
my
Jasmine. You and Jasmine.
Don't hell no. Damn, if she's watching the show, she's gonna be mad as shit. If I said it. Just use my ex Sarah, bro. I don't fuck with her. That's fine. Go with that.
Okay, y'all out. She all of a sudden start causing issues with the staff and everything, right? You and staff, you and Sarah. So now all the shit. I mean, all right.
Jay out here.
No comment.
So you and your girl, and then she causes all this shit to happen, right? So now you got to be the dude to try to defend her. She tripped, busted. She, you know what I'm saying? You out here, you trying to defend her, and all of a sudden she run.
No. Hey.
Yeah, I'd probably go like
Consola. So now you go to Consola. You go to Consola, you try to pick her up. All this shit. Are y'all together after this?
I first pick her up. Are we still together?
That's what I'm getting at. Are you together after this?
Here's the answer to that question. How did we get here? Because we came in the middle of this. So is this a situation where like we didn't see something and the wait staff was like, look, bitch, and like starts calling her out of her name, and not even because she was acting rude, he's just being an asshole, or someone grabbed her ass or something like that? Then of course I'm But if it's a scenario,
yo, hold up, time out.
But if it's a situation,
hey, bitch! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Like if it's something like that, then it's like, yo, who the fuck are you talking to? And I'm obviously in the mix and I'm defending. But if this is a scenario where it's like you've been rude to the waitstaff the whole time, you were started calling people other names, you put hands on people, you started screaming as shit, then it's like, well, why are you doing this in public? They have said this to many people, have learned this advice. You want to see how somebody really is as a person. Watch how they treat somebody that is serving them or below them. So wait staff, maids, and cleaning ladies, drivers, things like that. How do you treat people that are serving you? And if you wild out like a little punk ass motherfucker, that says everything about who you are at your core. So if this woman started this whole thing and was just a complete train wreck the whole time, I would defend her in the moment because nobody needs to be putting hands on her. But when we get home, that's a wrap, son. Why did you wall out like that in public? Like,
Winston, can I be honest?
What?
You a better man than me, because I would have been like halfway. Like as soon as I saw her put hands on the staff in the restaurant, I'd be like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm done.
But like the funny thing is, what would have ended up happening in that moment is I am trying to then carry her out because I don't need this shit to continue, and then after that, I'm done.
Hey, Matt see her put hands on the staff. Matt say he like,
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me.
Yep.
Yeah. So there you go. I've always maintained that you can tell a lot about how someone is based on how they treat wait staff and small animals. 1,000%.
Yeah.
Now here's a good question. Joseph Ashley goes, well, what if she's getting into it with a gang of girls?
all right, hey, that is a real. Hey,
That's an unwritten rule.
Then you have to go full like Mr. Miyagi / Jackie Chan, like Tai Chi type shit where like you're not putting hands on nobody, but you gently pushing the bitch this way. You gently pushing the bitch that way. You get a momentum, do a flip. It almost looks like you're doing a cheerleading thing, and then flip her on the table, then roll her in a blanket and roll her off the table so she's stuck there from it. Like you have to go full Tai Chi, like self-defense with that, and not actually put any aggression in nothing.
Let me tell you something. If I'm with a girl and a woman, and all of a sudden a group of girls about to jump her, first of all, there's parameters to this. Number one, you know what the first question we have to ask? Bitch, what did you do for them to want to? Hey, nigga, a group of girls want to jump you? Bitch, what did you do? Okay. Number two, and more importantly, what are the sizes of these women that are about to jump you? Because small, petite women, medium-sized women, trigger Tai Chi, get you up off me, okay? Get you up off us. But if it's some linebacker built bitches, hey man,
then bro, you know what you do now? Instead of doing the Jackie Chan with it, bro, that's actually hilarious. I don't want travel. You go up, bro, and you start hitting her like you try to do some ballroom dancing. You swing her out like this, and you spin her ass real quick so she dizzy and she roll. She go down.
I'm spinning bitches like this Back to the Future Part 3. Because like
I'll tell you this.
It's like, what do you do?
The only way that I would actually like escalate to the point of like fighting if that was happening, if one of them pulls a weapon. But if they're jumping,
if it's a group of girls.
That's what I'm saying. If it's a group and they're trying to jump my girl, I am getting in the mix. But I am, like I said, it's a full Tai Chi out of the way. All this shit. The minute one of them pulls a blade, I'll swing because I'm not going to let you stab me or my girl. That's not happening.
Okay, fair. But here's my rule of thumb, and I want every woman who's ever watched this show. Best way to be, but no be there.
I agree.
No, I want every lady who watches this show to understand how much Jay fucks with you and will have your back. If a group of random bitches you done had beef with from 2 years ago or maybe 20 years ago run up and you like, all right, what we gonna do? They ain't got no weapons, but it's 6 of them. I feel like the best way to deal with that, ladies, is you gotta hit a motherfucker with a motherfucker. So I'm picking up the smallest little bitch. And I'm swinging her into everybody.
I thought you were gonna do one of the ones where like Jet Li's done that, where you like flip her so she like rolls in the air, and then they have
do all the
fall back like bowling pins.
No, I don't think she might be athletic. So what we do it is because
here you go, Jet Li and Aaliyah Romeo Must Die fighting.
Yeah, no, bitch. I'm taking the littlest one and I'm swinging that bitch like my name is Captain Caveman, and which is Unga Bunga, motherfucker. And just hit bitches. They're like, you gotta put Bridget down. Bridget is a weapon right now. Okay.
Nigga, I'm fucking hitting all of my fucking ninja signs and I'm saying summoning jutsu, and my sisters will appear out of nowhere and go fuck up this gang of girls, bro. I am pulling out ninja art. Some of your nigga sisters just.
They gotta, because it's black women, so you gotta do the hair rub. You doing this, you're like.
Hold on.
Coming in like the Alabama incident.
Coming in like the Montgomery boats. Like I said, if I don't have to look, I've always believed in hitting the motherfucker with a motherfucker.
Bro, it's about to
Hong Kong
food. I feel like Hong Kong food, bro. This is me right here. The minute that happens. Whoops. I realized I didn't put this up yet. I'm out here like this. Bro, like straight
Hit all the Naruto joints.
all of them fucking symbols, bro. Boom.
Motherfucker around here like the old school. Ich ni san chi. Because here's the thing. It's just I want to and again we say all this stuff jokingly, but for me, I always am one way or another. I'm a protector. Hey, if you want to record today, pay my set.
Hold on. I am aware that the cat mom for Jedi is not indeed black. I can see her photo, but
Yes, sir. This nigga spitting.
Damn, nigga.
I am not. If you want to record the date, pay me my SAG rate. That's the rawest shit I have ever
1,000%.
fucking
Jay's
heard.
gonna use that next time. Jay's gonna use that next time.
That was
Let me tell
fire.
you, we can end the show on that
right there. I don't even need to plug anything. You know where to find me at the Swaggy Blerd. You know where to
You know
find
where I'm at.
Jay Washington. Shit. That was Cat Mom for the fucking win. You know what? You get a second one of these.
Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch.
I know people wanted me to say my thoughts on John Cena's last match. I was trying to catch that real quick.
Go for it.
Here's the deal. Cena retired the way Cena wanted to retire. There are so many people upset. He should have tapped out. Do you have to understand the symbolism of John Cena tapping out with a smile on his face? Cena's whole motto for 20-something years was never give up, never give up, never give up. Him tapping out was saying I'm giving up my wrestling career. I'm done. I'm officially done. People are, oh, we didn't want to see that. That's not up to you. Well, John Cena's run, blah, blah. Cena wanted what his run could be and also what his body can handle. You need to watch John Cena walking normally. That man's body is in pain. Gunther is now being set up to be the retiree guy. He is about to retire AJ Styles first, and then he's going to retire Brock at SummerSlam in Minnesota. You set all that up. Y'all, a lot of people in the internet, I'm not saying this is here in the neighborhood, but the people in the internet, oh, look. Y'all don't understand the business. And again, there was a lot of shit I could have said on social media, but I have too many friends that are currently in the WWE. I have friends who are the active wrestlers on the roster, who are referees, who are producers. My friends are there. So I'm like, I know what I've been a pro wrestler for 25 years. I know the business. So I want to make sure I said that.
So essentially, John Cena said,
Fuck this shit, I'm out.